Good afternoon, Pats fans, and welcome inside the Brandt Center as we preview today's matchup between the Regina Pats and the visiting Prince Albert Raiders here on the CHL Jersey Contest game presented to you by Real Canadian Superstore. My name is Dante DiCaria, and he's Drew Posty, and tonight is the CHL Jersey Contest game as the Pats wear a fan-designed jersey by Meadow Daschuk here tonight, and one thing I will say, Drew, they are absolutely sharp. But before we talk about that, let's talk about this matchup between the Regina Pats and the Prince Albert Raiders. Drew, the last time the Regina Pats were here on home ice was February the 19th. They just wrapped up a 7-game road trip with 6 games south of the border. And the last time they were here on home ice, it was a 6-0 win here over the Calgary Hitmen on Family Day. The Pats have 16 victories on home ice this season. They've scored over 100 times here inside the Brandt Center, so hopefully they can pick up the 2 points tonight.
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago, and a lot of miles have been covered by you and the team, but that was a really good game against the Calgary Hitmen back in February. Obviously, a 6-0 score dictates that, and yeah, you'd love to see the Pats be able to do that against a rival team in Prince Albert and play that spoiler role a little bit.
Absolutely. We know how good the Regina Pats have been here on home ice this season. They've gotten some key contributions from throughout some of the young players over the course of the last 7 games. We've seen Corbin Allman take a step. We've seen Logan Peskett play some really good hockey. Prior to going down with an injury, Zach Moore was starting to play some really good hockey as well. You look at Cole Temple, Drew Mushimansky, the list goes on and on from there. Ty Spencer, Sam Maremba as well. And I guess the one thing we should focus on with 5 games left in the season, the Pats unfortunately are mathematically eliminated from the postseason, but let's focus on the future for this club. They have a lot of young players to build around.
Yeah, you just listed a bunch of guys that really make you optimistic to be a Pats fan, and I look forward to the future. Sprinkled in a couple of veteran guys there too that could be back that will be really, really good if they return next year. So yeah, the future's bright, and we know that after all those deals were made in New Year's that this is kind of the path the team is going to be taking, and that's just how it goes in junior hockey. But hey, you mentioned a lot of guys that I'm looking forward to seeing next year.
Yeah, give credit to Brad Haroff, the coaching staff, and Regina Pats general manager Alan Miller for doing a pretty good job putting together some of these young players, and I mentioned the coaching staff developing these young players, not only heading into the final 5 games of the season, but also heading into next year as well. Let's go through a pretty impressive record that was actually pointed out to me by Lane DePlatte, who handles the game day experience for the Regina Pats. The Pats are 6-2 on specialty jersey nights heading in.
Yeah, that's one of those little interesting statistics that I wouldn't have thought about if you didn't bring it up, but it's cool to know that, and hopefully that trend continues.
All right, good stuff, Drew. And if you want to have an opportunity at placing your bid and grabbing these wonderful jerseys, head to reginapats.com, find the link there for all the information, and then have an opportunity to place your bid. They will be auctioned off after the game, with the bidding ending at roughly 8 o'clock tonight, so probably right after the first period of play. That's all you need to know for today's action between the Regina Pats and the Prince Albert Raiders. Doors open at 6, puck dropped at 7 o'clock. We'll see you tonight.